What's Your Water Level by Luke Gibson and Cannon Hornberger. So, the main problems are burning of fossil fuels and the releasing of greenhouse gases help cause rising sea levels. And rising sea levels will cause destruction of coastal animal habitats, and also it makes living on coastlines undesirable and unwanted.
Background research. Greenhouse gases are one of the biggest contributors to rising sea level. Along with hurricanes and typhoons, the rising sea levels contribute to the destruction of coastal animal habitats such as fishes and turtles. Their habitats get completely ruined with this rising sea level. Also, about 50% of the world live within a mile of a coastline, the majority of these people living in Brazil.
So, our hypothesis, we predicted that our lakes will not be affected by rising sea levels because they're not very large and they don't have another large body of water flowing into them to cause them to rise.
So the materials you'll need for this project are a pencil or a pen, a notebook to record your data in, something to measure the depth of the water, some way to get to your destination, like a car, and a body of water. We chose a lake. The methods for recording this data go as you have to grab your measuring device, go to the lake, or drive to the lake, go to one of 3 different places in the lake, because you want 3 different points of the lake to get the full depth of a lake. Measure the depth of a lake every other day, or at least that's when we did it, every other day. Compare that depth to the previous day.
So, data tables, we went out to Weldon Springs Lake and we chose 3 different general areas in the lake where we would collect data every other day, 5 different days. On day 1, we recorded 26.4 feet, 25.6 feet, and 26.2 feet, averaging at 26.1 feet. On day 2, we recorded 25.5 feet, 25.2 feet, and 25.8 feet, averaging at 25.5 feet. On day 3, we recorded 25.3 feet, 25.6 feet, and 25.7 feet, averaging at 25.6 feet. For day 4, we recorded 25.8 feet, 25.3 feet, and 26.2 feet, averaging at 25.8 feet. And on the final day, day 5, we recorded 26 feet, 25.5 feet, and 26.5 feet, averaging at 26 feet. So, for our graph, we plugged in all of our data from the data tables on the last slide into this graph, and this graph shows all 3 different trials and all the recorded depths that we got for each trial every day.
So in conclusion, we concluded that our hypothesis was correct. We are correct because the water level didn't increase a ton because or increase or decrease a ton because there wasn't another body of water flowing into it, or it wasn't flowing into any other body of water, and there also wasn't or weren't any other major like flash floods or weather inconveniences. Limitations and or improvements that we could have made to our project. We could have got a boat to get to the lowest depth of the lake so that we could have got a better idea of how deep the lake actually was. but that would have cost a ton of money. We could have taken longer times between recordings of the data. We could have taken weeks instead of every other day. We were limited on the lakes that were accessible due to this global pandemic that we're currently experiencing. And finally, sometimes weather forced us to stay inside when it was raining or thundering. Thank you.